She became the parent their children needed, and that's when the hatred began. Willow Creek was a quiet rural village where mornings came softly and everyone noticed everyone else. Life moved slowly there, but judgment moved fast. Margaret lived near the center of the village, in a modest wooden house with a small yard and a low fence. She was calm, dependable, the kind of person people leaned on without thinking twice. Every morning, before the sun fully rose, Margaret was already awake. She swept her yard, fed the chickens, warmed water on the stove. Soon, children began arriving, some rubbing sleepy eyes, some already laughing. Their parents trusted her. Some left early for work, some were overwhelmed, some simply didn't want the responsibility. Margaret never asked why. She fed the children, helped with homework, cleaned scraped knees, listened when they were afraid. She told them stories, taught them manners, and made them feel safe. She treated them as if they were her own, and at first, the parents were grateful. She's a blessing. We're lucky to have her. But slowly, something changed. The children became different. They listened more. They spoke with respect. They learned patience. And without realizing it, they began to admire Margaret. Some children asked her for advice instead of their parents. Some ran to her yard before going home. Some spoke about her with pride. That's when the discomfort started. Parents began noticing the comparison. Why don't they behave like this at home? Why do they listen to her? She's not their real parent. Jealousy crept in quietly. Whispers began. She's overstepping. She's trying to replace us. She enjoys the attention too much. Margaret felt the shift, but she didn't understand it. Then came the criticism. None of it was true. But in a small village, repetition can sound like truth. One afternoon, Margaret overheard voices behind her house. A group of parents stood together, arms crossed, faces tense. She's gone too far. The kids respect her more than us. If we don't stop this now, we'll lose control. Margaret froze. Her chest tightened. Years of sacrifice suddenly felt invisible. Later that day, they called her outside. The children stood nearby, confused, silent. One parent spoke coldly. "We've decided you should stop helping. We don't need you anymore." Margaret searched their faces. No gratitude, no apology, no hesitation. She nodded slowly, holding back tears, and walked away. That night, her house was silent. No laughter, no footsteps, no bedtime voices, no playing with toys. Days passed, Margaret withdrew, but Willow Creek began to notice something else. The children grew restless again. Tempers returned. Homes felt tense. A neighbor named Mrs. Thompson watched from her porch. She carried what they refused to carry, and they punished her for it. Margaret didn't argue. She didn't beg. She didn't explain herself. Instead, she changed. She stopped giving where she wasn't respected. She focused on her garden, helped only those who asked kindly, taught a shy child to read, fed a stray dog no one else wanted. Slowly, the village shifted. People started defending her. She never meant harm. She raised those children when no one else would. The parents who betrayed her felt the absence, and for the first time, they understood the cost. Margaret never returned to who she used to be. She became stronger, wiser, more at peace. She learned a painful truth. Sometimes people don't hate you because you did wrong. They hate you because your goodness reminds them of what they failed to be. And in Willow Creek, that lesson lingered long after the whispers stopped. Not everyone who benefits from your kindness will protect you. Give your love wisely. If Margaret's story moved you, imagine how many others need to hear it too. Like this video, share it with someone who needs inspiration today, and subscribe to join our journey of real stories that touch the heart. Remember, every act of kindness, every moment of courage can change a life, maybe even yours.